smells good. Oh, that looks good.
What? Oh.
Oh my God!
Hey everybody, welcome to
The best cooking show in the world.
2 chefs
And a knife.
and a mandolin.
And a mandolin.
And
Potatoes.
potatoes.
Yes.
So what are we doing today with these so-called potatoes?
We're making
Scalloped potatoes, gratin potatoes, dauphinoise. That's just fun to say. So, basically it's a very easy recipe. You got potatoes, you got heavy cream. We're using 2 types of cheese. We got Parmesan, we got a mild cheddar. Oh, and garlic.
This is called a Japanese mandolin, and I know everyone's probably scared of it, but trust me, I've cut myself many times and it heals in about 5 days, so you're good. So we have our potatoes nicely peeled already by Chef NPH. I will insert a clip. So when you're slicing potatoes, you want to make sure you have a nice thin slice, but not too thin. I feel like if you can get that, that's perfect. If this is your first time using a mandolin, just take your time, but not too much, otherwise your potatoes are going to oxidize, so. All right.
You always say when you get to the bottom, go open hand.
Yeah.
And use your palm.
There's a trick that you can do that I learned. If you are too scared, use a glove. The blade will catch the glove before it catches your hand. So if you're really scared, you can also use a cut glove, but what home kitchen has a cut glove? And I'm sure you guys have these gloves during COVID. So if you're scared, you got this nub here, just turn it around, okay? Because it's gonna be hidden in the casserole.
It fills in those little corners of the casserole dish. Just flip it over and use the rest.
And then there you go, see, no waste.
Beautiful. So what I like to do first, personally, is I add my salt and pepper now. You'll see why. Just you'll see. Pepper. We got some chopped garlic. Garlic is key to the gratin potato. It's so good. And there you go. Because we put the salt and pepper first. When we pour the cream over it, it'll wash it down into the potato. It's already helping you toss the seasoning a little bit. So we're gonna pretty much put in the whole liter. There we go. And now we got shredded Parmesan cheese. Put a little bit of that in there. And we're gonna put a little bit of the cheddar inside the potato also. We're gonna toss it. So we're not adding, as you notice, we did not add any egg, we did not add any flour. We're gonna use the natural starch from the potatoes that is gonna thicken this, and through baking, the cream is gonna reduce a little bit itself too and naturally thicken with the starch, so that is why. So don't say, with the flour.
And also, to the people who commented on our short that, oh, you didn't wash it, the starch is, that's...
We want that starch.
You want that starch. And also look up Jacques Pepin's recipe. He does the exact same thing. It doesn't make the potatoes taste gross or starchy, okay? It's just gonna help bind it.
Thickener. Okay, so you can check your seasoning now. So we're gonna take that glove off because I licked the fingertip. We're gonna re-season a little bit more. Give it a stir. I want a little bit more Parmesan in there too. There we go. Okay, so you're gonna want to scoop out the potato first. Push it to all the corners. Level it out as best as you can for an even cooking. You can see the little bits of cheese in there. Those are gonna bake into the sauce too. So good. So we want to make sure we get the corners. Squish it down. You see the cream coming out. That's all good stuff right there. Make sure the edges are not sticking out so you don't get those burn edge bits, unless you like those. There we go. So then we got all this cream and cheese here. So we're gonna add that to the top. Might not need all this cream, so we're gonna hold a little bit back, but we're gonna get all that cheese and garlic though. Oh, so good.
Use this to make scones or something.
Delicious. So from here, we got that all ready to go. So we're gonna add some now the cheese to the top. This is what is your gratin. So we're gonna give the edge a little wipe just to break down all the bits from the side so you don't get the burn bits on the top. You're gonna get a little as the cream boils inside as it bakes anyways, but we'll just try to keep it as nice and clean as we can. There you go. You're gonna first wanna bake it covered just to help cook the potatoes because it'll help it steam inside the cream to soften them up. And then once you got that part done, then we'll do a bake with it unwrapped. So we're gonna seal the deal. There we go. All right, so we're gonna go into a 335 degree oven. We'll give it
an hour?
An approximate amount of time
Yeah.
that is yet to be determined. No.
I say an hour and a half.
And you might want to bake it on a cookie sheet or a pan because sometimes the cream can boil over. Here we go. Good to go. All right, we're gonna open it up. Keep blast. See that? We were lucky. We didn't need the drip pan. Nice and clean. So at this point, we're gonna unwrap. You can see that cream boiling. That's what's cooking your potatoes. And look how thick that cream has gotten.
Wow.
Remember how thin it was?
Where did the parchment go? Just
It's
went
not
on?
just-
Oh, okay.
Right there. So that's why you want the potatoes sliced a little thinner, so it gives you that nice potato to cream ratio, and you get extra starch and helps thicken that. Look at that already. Delicious. So we're just gonna poke, see if the knife goes through the potato soft. It is. So now we're just gonna do a little bit of a dry bake, just to kind of get more of that gratin kind of consistency on the top, and let it go. So this only needs about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We're gonna do 10 minutes, set it at 350. There we go. Look at the oil butter come out of that cream
Yes.
and the cheese. We're just gonna let this rest now, let it set. This stuff just comes right off, see?
Or may have not put extra cheese on the top after.
Scalloped potatoes,
Scalloped
gratin
potato.
potatoes, dauphinoise potatoes, whatever you want to call them potatoes. We got potatoes. All right. Ooh,
Cheers.
nothing else fun. Oh my God. Gratin potatoes. It's so good.
It's so good. It's so cheesy.
You know what? It's just the cream with the butter, the garlic.
The garlic. It's the garlic
it's-
that makes it for sure.
It is true. The garlic
Yeah.
makes it break it up. It does. Like, hey, you knocked a piece of potato off my fork.
Sorry.
That way, dude. I could eat the whole pan. You're gonna be so gassy if you ate more of this.
The crusty cheese is worth the gas.
Did we just make scalloped potatoes into gratin potatoes?
Yep.
Yum.